Get your RC in gear. Let's race. Right, today we're looking at the 112 LMGT3 racing. See what that's all about. Keep watching. Welcome back to Fat Boys RC. How's it going like that in the real world? I hope you're having a wonderful spiffing day and everything is ticketing bull with thee. Anyway, today we're having a look at the LMGT3 112 race class, which has been introduced about a year ago to get everyone into RC racing on real time. So we've got the LMP cars that are 112, ridiculously fast, hard to handle, can be quite expensive to get into. So they decided to bring in this LMGT3 class for us people who want to get into racing. Maybe we've been racing minis, I've been racing minis, and we want to take the next step on, or maybe we want to get kids into proper racing. Let's see what it's all about, shall we? Right, so the nature of the beast with this racing is to try and do it on a cheaper level and to stick with the whole ethos of it all, the way that people are trying to think about it. We're trying to keep it cheap. So what they're recommending is you get either a GT12 or an LMP chassis and you go from there. Now, to stay with the spirit of it, they're recommending second hand. So, I mean, you could go out there and spend a few £100 on a chassis, get a real good chassis and all that sort of stuff, but where's the fun in that? You want to keep this cheap. So what have I done? I've turned to eBay and I've managed to pick up a little deal. Now here I have a Schumacher Atom 1 to 112 scale with a few extras, with a few hop-ups, and I picked this up on eBay for £47, which is great, isn't it? So what did we get in the box for our £47? So let's open her up. What we got? One smashed up Porsche shell, obviously. Okay. We got in there a little box of spares. Inside here we got some tyres. We got some extra plastics and nutballs to glue like that. Some spacers, everything to the battery tray. That's bloody handy thing on F. And then, of course, we had the car. Now, it's got a semi-decent shell on it. Got some wear and tear. But obviously, while I'm learning to drive this thing, we could leave that shell on there, let it get smashed up. Right, so for my £47, got the whole chassis. There's actually a little steering servo in there. I have to have a look, see if that works. Looks like the servo say there could be either a little worse or well, or pretty ill-fitting. We've got the Schumacher weight in there, which is something you have to pay for extra. We've got the uprated axle with the ball diff on it. We got metal front hubs. So obviously it pays because they're £30 on their own. So it pays to get one of these. Now, this would have been a GT12 racer. You might pick up an LMP racer. It looks like it was set up okay. It's got everything on it. Looks like it's all in one piece. Looks like it's got a work. Now, if this was going the GT12 class, we'd be looking at a whole different kettle of fish. But because we're going for this new LMGT3 class, we're going to have a kind of specific setup. So what do I need to do? Next, I probably need to turn to the internet or to my existing cars to get the bits I want. Now, one of the things that is mandated is that we use a 25.5 turn brushless motor. Now, the rules are also saying we've got to use an ESC to a certain cost. I think the BRCA recommend under £80. Now, in the spirit of LMGT3 racing, I'm not buying a motor. I am borrowing it out of my Mini, which breaks my heart a little bit because I haven't had it in my Mini on. So what I've got here, I've got the Just Stock XR10 ESC. And I have got the lovely Core RC 25.5 turn fixed timing motor. This is a perfect setup for this kind of car. So it's going to be very fast, but it's still going to be a lot slower than the real LMP cars. Now, that will be put instead. What else do we need? They are mandating the tyres you use. Now, it's a bit of a recommendation, but it's a very strong recommendation that we use the 38 Shore Contact American spec purple stripe tyres for the car. air gun on the rear, and we need the front ones to go on the front. Be careful when you're getting one of these cars. Some of these cars have hexes on the back. Some of them have the 3-point connector, which this one has. To make sure you order the correct wheels, I'll drop the part numbers below and you'll be able to see them. Also, my next step, I could try to put a LiPo battery in I've got already, but it will not fit. So I've gone onto Wheelspin Models. Now this particular battery, the Centro, this is 4600, I do believe. It's a race pack. It's one of the HVs, so it's a 7.6 volt HV. It's 130C, so it's got a good base burst rating. And as you can see, it's quite tiny. Now the reason for this, the Schumacher Atom in particular, is designed to take a 93 by 47 by 18 battery, right, which is a much smaller size. So you've got those little holders there. This battery fits, I don't know if I move the straps, nicely inside that. Okay? As you can see, it's quite a tight fit. It's not really going anywhere. This one's got the battery strap upgrades, not the elastic band, so it's good. So you're going to need to get hold of a proper size race pack. So that's 93 millimeters, 47 millimeters, 46, 47 millimeters, but 18 millimeters. Another reason for staying for a shorter one, keep the center of gravity lower. So the smaller battery, the lower the center of gravity, the better handling you got. So that cost me £36. These wheels cost me £13. The Just Stop Convo, you're looking at about 50 for an ESC, and you're looking at about 50 for a motor. So you're looking around about £100 there. So what next? We're going to need a pinion. Now, because we've got a 48p spur gear, we're going to need obviously a 48p pinion. And that, according to the gearing on this particular car, and what we're mandating at Medway RC Raceway, is a 34-2 pinion. So I bought a selection of pinions. There you go, that's another 10 quid. And of course, we've got our bashed up top. We can put on there and run it if we want to. But I ain't all about that, am I? So I've gone on to the Wheelspin Models website. It's where I got the battery and everything from. And I found a body shell. Now, if you are staying in the spirit of LMGT and you're trying to get something cheap, look for some clearance bargains. I've already painted this, but I managed to pick up the Schumacher 112 Super Stocks Lamborghini. And this shell was £11.99, which is a great price for a shell. You can pay 25 quid, 30 quid if you want to. But I mean, why would you want to do any better than that? And then I've just got some green left over paint, painted it up. And obviously you guys who watch regulars know I own a printing business. So I've made up some of my own Fatboy RC stickers and put it on there so that it's going to look pretty smart. So there you go. There's our car. So what have we done then? We've invested £47 in the car, £100 in the motor and ESC, £10, £12 in that. 147, 157, 159, 169, 205. So we're looking at about 200 quid for the car itself. Then you're going to need a receiver and transmitter, which you've probably already got. If not, get something semi-decent. I'm using the FlySky G7 Plus, which is a 70 quid controller. Receivers are sort of 16 quid for that, so it's nice, cheap little setup, very fast, very responsive setup. So for 200 quid all in, we're getting into RC racing. So what I'll do now, I'm going to pop all that lot together, put it all together, let you have a look at that, then we'll go racing, see what you think. Well, anyway, great, isn't it? So we've got our little GT12 that we're making into the LMP GT3. We've got all our bits and our components that we're going to need. So let's put it together, and then we'll shoot off down the Medway RC Raceway, and we'll have a quick shift here, go around the track, and see if I can actually compete with anybody. Very unlikely, but you never know. So, hey, stay tuned. Right, so the car is now built and ready to go. I have had a few problems doing it, and I will tell you about that right now. Now, the first one, if you remember, there was a servo that came with the car. didn't really like the hot battery and started to smell a bit smoky when I turned the car on. It lasted about 2 seconds before it popped. So I have gone and got a cheap, well, this is the Endura servo. This is a low profile, well, it's pretty much full size, but low profile servo. And that should be more than capable of running the car. It's a nice quick one, 0.9 seconds, which is 0.09 seconds at 6 volt, which is good speed. Now, the next problem I came across was the rear axle. Now, the mandated width for BRCA is 172mm maximum. So when I put the wheels, the American spec LMGT3 wheels on, which, as you can see, this is a standard wheel, and that is the purple stripe American spec rear wheel, is a lot wider. So when I actually put it on, my width was around about 185mm, so it was way too wide. So I did a bit of research, and this was all down to the fact I got the diff axle on there. So this is a step, well, it's not stuck, this was the upgraded one, but this is the Schumacher ball diff axle, and that gives, with those wheels, that particular width. So what I've done, I've got the axle from a Schumacher Eclipse, and I'll drop your part down here for it, and I'll put that on. But I'll show you what else I did to it to make the width, because when you get the Schumacher Eclipse axle on there, you're sort of 175mm, and you want to be a little bit narrower on that, so I'll show you what I did. Apart from that, it's gone quite smoothly. As you can see, we've got a 25.5 turn motor in there. We've got our Hobbywing XR10. We've got a receiver power switch. We've got the little battery in there, all looking good. Everything's nice, neat, tidy. We've got our painted this up, but finished with a few more stickies. So there we are, that's looking snazzy. But we've got our 172mm width. But I'll show you that in a second. I've got to take the wheel off to show you what I mean. Right, I'm back again talking about this axle. Right, so this is the hub that comes with the Eclipse axle. Okay, so when you put it on, the long bit goes inwards, collapses up, sorry, there you go, like that, clamps up, that gives you your axle width. So what I've done, win, lose or draw, I've put 2.5mm of spacers on the axle there, and then I'm mounting the hub backwards. So if you put it on the other way round, and just climb her up like this, it gives it much tighter to the body, as you can see. Now make sure you have 2.5mm at least of spacer in there, otherwise it's going to clash onto the body itself. So that way there, so I've got a 2mm spacer this side, 2.5mm that side, so I don't want the cars to be out of kilter. And that gives us our 172mm width. So it is possible to do it with a Schumacher Atom and a Schumacher Eclipse axle. Again, parts will all be in the bio below. I hope that really helps. The next thing we do, put it all together, charge the battery. It's tonight, so we're getting down to Medway RC Raceway. We're going to run it around a bit, get it a good going over. You see what I think. Hopefully, have a good race. Right, keep watching.
Medway, TJ, Rotator, Mark. Rich Hager, Fat Boy, TJ, Mars. Rich Hager done. Fat Boy done. Mark done. All drivers are finished. TJ done.
So there you go. That's the LMGT3 set up, ready to go. Now, don't get me wrong, it was amazing fun, but the car still needs to be set up a little bit, and we're going to go through a few setup steps and that in another video. One of the things I found out very, very quickly, the servo I purchased was no good. I had to go for a smaller servo, so we'll cover that in the next video as well. You definitely need 2 batteries if you're going to race, because you want one on charge when you're actually racing, preferably 3, because you want one on, one off on, really. So there you go. As you may have noticed from the race, it stayed red and busted. I didn't get brave enough to put on the green top because I was experiencing some steering lockout, which was costing me a bit of time in a few places. But it was a brilliant, brilliant, fun way of racing, and very, very controllable, very precise. Hard to get your head around the first few laps, but it does get better and better and better. Highly recommend getting down to Medway RC on a Wednesday afternoon, doing a bit of LMGT3 racing. If you can't get down there, get down to the local track to you that is doing the same sort of racing and get involved. But don't go nuts. Go get yourself a nice second hand. This is an Atom 1. This is years and years old, and it is still competitive. That is the idea. Budget racing for beginners to get into, or for people who want to get involved with proper racing, but don't want to spend thousands of pounds. Great, LMGT3. We're going to do another video on this one, so make sure you stay tuned. Any questions, send them over. I'll try and answer. There's a lot more people at the track who are cleverer than me that know a lot more about LMGT3, and if I can get the information from them, I will pass it on to you. Thanks for watching Fat Boys RC. As usual, remember to like, subscribe, tell me how much you love me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.